Do you know Kim Kardashian?
Yeah. No.
You don't know Kim Kardashian?
No.
Do you want to explain who she is?
Kim Kardashian basically is a very famous person.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
And what? Is she a singer? Is she a
No.
doctor?
No.
What is she?
That's hard to explain.
Well, no, this is the problem. What is she?
So how can you offer her to us if...
I'm not, hey, whoa, I'm not offering her to you.
So if you guys haven't heard, Kim Kardashian is officially the GQ man. The GQ man of the year. Look at, I mean, she looks like a pretty boy right here. I can't even lie. But she is the GQ man of the fucking year. What is that? What is going on? This person said, I think this is the sickest thing.
Welcome back to Totally Based. I'm Joey Gaskin, and today we got to talk about Kim Kardashian winning Man of the Year for GQ's Men of the Year issue. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on new content from me. Now let's get to it. All right, so as I stated in the opener, Kim Kardashian has been selected by GQ as their Man of the Year, which I find to be rather insulting to all men, but also incredibly interesting given the fact that her stepdad was selected as Woman of the Year back in 2015, and this year, Dylan Mulvaney was selected as Woman of the Year as well by a different magazine. I just feel like, where are we at, guys? It's getting crazy out there. Now, one thing that I want to say too is Kim Kardashian, she's on the front cover of this GQ magazine, and she's eating a bag of Cheetos. She's really sloppy looking, wearing, you know, suit and tie type situation. And it just kind of makes me think that's what they think of men, you know, that we're just sloppy. We go to work, we come home, and we eat Cheetos on the couch, and that's kind of what we are. We're a mess. As if to say this was their best choice. Now, I just want to remind you, like, Kim Kardashian, like, what has she done? Is she a war veteran? Did she, like, get hurt on the battlefield and she got a Purple Heart? You know, is she a scientist? Does she have, you know, she got a brilliant mind and she came up with some life-saving cure? Like, what does she do? Did she win a Nobel Prize? Did she do anything? No, this woman is a prostitute. And the culture she's created is a cancer to our society. I mean, this woman has been at the forefront of corrupting the minds and debasing the morals of our youth. And we want to give her an award? But of course they couldn't find a man. I mean, they don't even know what a woman is. So, I mean, what's a man? But somehow back in 1996, I guess the faculties were working because this is when GQ rolled out the Men of the Year issue. And they had 3 men on the front cover of this issue. You may or may not remember, but the guy that was selected as Man of the Year is somebody who I actually believe deserved it. Tell me if you remember this guy.
The Wallace character himself is like a strange man. From the history I could gain, he wasn't in for self-seeking. He really wasn't. I don't believe that he was. Self-aggrandizement was not on the man's list. I think he was truly interested in liberty and loved his country, and he really just wanted to be free and wanted freedom for his fellows. And I really don't think that there was a lot of self-motive there. Otherwise, it would have been more obvious in history.
Yes, that's right. Mel Gibson.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Hey, yeah. Like that?
Of course, Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson was in Braveheart. He acted in it and he directed it. He won 2 Oscars for it that year in 1996 as well. I mean, this movie is the movie of all movies for men. I mean, if you had to have a top 3 as far as men's movies, it would be Braveheart, Gladiator, maybe Star Wars? I don't know. I just feel like this movie was something that definitely encapsulated what it meant to be a man that was fighting for freedom, a man that was going to put himself on the line. And to put Kim Kardashian on the front of this cover just was such an insult to every one of us, you know, so disrespectful. Now, I must mention, he was on the front cover of GQ with 2 other guys that you know as well, Jerry Seinfeld and Michael Jordan. Like, those 3 guys, put them all in the room together, and you have so many questions to ask. I mean, these are men of achievement. And Michael Jordan, I mean, 1996, gosh, he was killing it. I mean, Michael Jordan was that guy. But of course, this is what the left does. They take anything that's good or that's of value and they take a massive crap on it. And to be completely fair, if you're a male and you're a leftist, it's really hard to qualify you as a man. But this is what they've been doing all along. I mean, look at the TV dads. They're all either weak, stupid, or lazy, or not to be taken serious. I mean, the music is just trash these days. Gosh, it's just disgusting. I mean, they got songs like INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? You know, Miss Independent, all my women who independent, put your hands up. Oh, I mean, it's trash. Like, all of it is just to erase us and to tell women that they don't need a man. I mean, and honestly, it kind of points back to scripture, because in scripture, when man and woman have sinned, God says to the woman, you will desire to control your husband, but he shall rule over you. So it doesn't matter what they try to do or what stupid award they come up with or who they try to give it to. We've been given a position to lead from the man above, and the onus is on us. Now, I had to stop and ask myself if they were going to do this the same way they did it back in 1996 and pick 3 men to be on the front cover of this Men of the Year issue. If they did it the right way, who should they pick? I picked 3 guys that I feel are leading the charge, that are men of honor, respect, and have had influence and impact this year in 2023. These are my top 3 guys. Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson has had a heck of a year this year in 2023. He had the biggest show at Fox. He got fired from Fox. And now he has the biggest show, which is even bigger now, on a social media network called X. And according to Elon Musk, he has a greater viewership than there are people in the United States of America. He's a true journalist at heart. He sits down with people that the American people want to hear. He asks the questions that Americans want to ask. This guy is fighting for America. He doesn't have to. He's got plenty of money, but he is fighting for America, and he still is able to interact with the average day Joe like he's just one of them. Number 2, Matt Gaetz. This guy shook up all of Congress this year. I mean, the way he strong-armed the speakership from Kevin McCarthy, that's never happened before. And he did it by just doing his job. Which we would love to see more of. So to me, he gets it on that alone. Number 3, Vivek Ramaswamy. Vivek represents what we hope to duplicate in generations to come. He carries national pride. He's actually one of few people that's taken a stand against ESG through his asset management company. This guy's written books. He's running for president. I mean, he's an all-around first-class act. And I would even say he's probably one of the most brilliant minds of our day. So I would be remiss if I overlooked Vivek. This guy, he gets it hands down for me. So with all of that said, who would you guys put on the front cover of GQ as Man of the Year if we didn't have all this nonsense? Let me know down in the comments. So did you like that video? Well, if you did, you can always find more like it right here. And as always, stay tuned here on Totally Based for more news and culture. See you guys.